the binding TCO came. Then inter-government committee was constituted to resolve the CL&D issues. Then French side proposed pre-engineering contract, and उसमें कुछ एक हमें clarifications की आवश्यकता थी, इसलिए एक task group बनाया गया, और 2021 में the EDF binding was there. They quoted some amount, which was, I don't think I have to spell out the figures here because of the reasons known to all the members. But the Indian side also had certain views on this. And the discussions went on up to 2022. The 45% of the technical issues as of date have been resolved. And the discussions are still going on. But we are continuously following it up in a very positive way. We've not given up, nor have we forgotten about it.
Supplementary number 4, Shri Jairam Ramesh.
Thank you, sir. Sir, India's nuclear energy establishment goes back to the 1950s. And it is the leadership of India's first Prime Minister and the scientific vision and determination of Homi Bhabha that set India on the path of nuclear self-reliance. So Homi Bhabha presented to the country a 3-phase nuclear energy program. Phase 1 based on uranium, phase 2 based on plutonium, and phase 3 based on thorium. Now India has about 25% of the world's reserves of thorium, but thorium is not a fissile material. It's a fertile material. And that is why Homi Bhabha gave this 3-phase plan. Now, India has mastered phase 1. What the Honorable Minister is saying about small modular reactors, India has long developed 200 megawatt reactors in Kalpakam, in Rawat in Narora, in Kaiga, in Kakrapar, in Gujarat, and many other locations. Now, phase 1 we have mastered. I'd like to ask the Honorable Minister, where are we on phase 2? When is the fast breeder reactor in Kalpakam going to be commissioned? And there were plans for setting up an advanced thorium reactor for phase 3. Where are we on phase 3? These are my pointed questions to the Minister.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Mr. Jairam Ramesh has asked a 3-part question. He studies the subject quite well as far as the nuclear sector is concerned. And he also knows quite a lot, but sometimes he tends to know more than he actually knows. So I'll try to... So no. Okay. It is to match.
He praised you did not object.
It is to match the statement made by the other side.
Honorable Minister. Oh,
yes,
please, Honorable Minister.
It is to match the statement made by the member that the Minister has not been aware of the fact that the small reactors are already there. So I had also to settle that part of the observation. Now, having said that, now starting from one of the parts where he says that reactors are always being made, and what is being said all these last few minutes is all humbug, if that is so. Please, 200 megawatt reactor does not necessarily mean that it is a small modular reactor. There is a definite technology involved in that. That is why I said sometimes one of us, I would not then, tends to know more than one knows. Now, but we have an advantage, which I said in the beginning. In India, we have large number of reactors which are not of that capacity. Outside, we have larger reactors. Here, we have number of reactors which are below 300 megawatt, which is the cutoff laid down by the international agencies. And therefore, it would be easier for us to convert those reactors into small modular reactors. That's what. But that does not mean that we would say this is a small modular reactor. A. Now, that is the first part. Now, second part is, yes, 3-stage nuclear program. Maybe many of the members were not aware, so that has been tried to be elucidated. But I'll tell you, first stage uses natural uranium for the benefit of the members. The second stage uses the reprocessing of uranium-239. And third stage, of course, is the thorium. Now, he says, what is the status of Kundakalam. Now, before, I hope the member would not get that Kundakalam. Okay. Yes, okay, I can give you both. Okay, I'll give you Bhavani also, don't worry. Now, as far as Bhavani is concerned, it is already been completed. It is fully indigenous. And to commence with, 500 megawatt critical testing was done. Phase 2 is under commission. And the hallmark is that it is a pressurized reactor, and it is towards the commencement of the second stage. And of course, I agree with you that it will finally pave the way for the third stage thorium utilization also, because India has the highest reserves in the world of thorium as far as thorium is concerned, about 21%. But the delay which has happened before 2014, I'm sure the honorable member would be aware of that. And that has been so in case of Kalpakam, in case of Bhavani, in case of Kundakalam. And before I am interrupted, I'll just say one sentence. Kundakalam was first conceived way back 1988. But the first unit was installed in 2014 after this government.
Supplementary 5, Shri Kartikeya Sharma. Shri Kartikeya Sharma.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. The nuclear energy mission is a visionary step towards achieving net zero targets while ensuring energy security and a foundation stone for Viksit Bharat. But through you, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister, given the small modular reactors, SMRs, are a game changer due to